So God said he's going to send an enemy against the children of Israel. And listening to the list of things that's going to happen, it's going to say you're going to have to serve your enemy in hunger, meaning anything you want to eat, anything you want to drink, that's thirst, nakedness, anything you want to put on your clothes, as clothes on your back. You have to go to your enemies to get these things. And he says your enemy is also going to put a yoke of iron upon your neck. Now, by process of elimination, which people do you know who had yokes of iron on their neck?
Black people in like the slave trade,
Exactly. But who's Moses speaking to?
the Israelites.
Israelites. So that's one point to say, well, hold on, there's a resonance between us and the children of Israel. Read verse 32. Here's another curse.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 32.
Now, that was just a highlight. There's a lot more curses.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no mighty in thine hand.
So which people do you know who had their sons and daughters taken from them forcibly and they had no power to get their children back?
Also black people, right?
Right, have you seen like Roots or 12 Years a Slave or Django?
Oh yeah. I think. Oh, actually no. I think I forgot. I just remembered like I saw like To Kill a Mockingbird. So, like.
Okay, I remember that one. So our people, again, had their sons and daughters taken from them. Did that happen to like the Chinese person, the Arabs, the French, the Dutch, the German? Did that happen to anybody else?
No, not really. No.
All right, now watch this one. One more curse, verse 68. Now remember, we read Deuteronomy 20, verse 2, I'm the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Remember that word bondage? Watch this.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So he's going to bring the children of Israel into Egypt again, which means bondage. But how's he going to do it?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
Have a look at the bottom of the picture and there. Which people do you know, again, went into slavery by way of slave ships?
Black people.
Right, so we showed just for a few curses, the yokes of iron, ships, your sons and daughters being sold, that happened to nobody else on the planet other than us. Agreed? Mm-hmm. So according to the Bible, if you join the dots, who are we according to the Bible?
We're Israelites.
Exactly.
That's right.
Now, did you know that?
I mean, I keep hearing about it, but I never heard like the links, like the biblical links. So that's really interesting.
Right, I'll show you why it's the links are very important because what year is it today?
2026.
2026. Now watch this. Here's another curse, verse 46. Watch this.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 46.
Now remember, we're reading about the curses.
And they
meaning the curses.
shall be upon thee for a sign.
What's the purpose of a sign?
To like kind of show you something that's like gonna happen.
Exactly. I'll also identify something. Like if I want to know where Nationwide is, I just look at the sign. There's Nationwide. So let's read that again.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign, and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
So this is how we identify, even in 2026 and beyond 2027, so on and so forth, the children of Israel will be able to find who they are according to these curses. All you have to do is look at the curses. Who do they fit? They only fit us. So do you agree that when you look at the curses, that is us as a people?
Yeah, I think it like makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Right, okay. So why is it, do you think, that our people don't know this?
Because history doesn't talk about these kinds of things. They don't want us to like know the truth.
Exactly. So give me John chapter 8, verse 32. What's gonna liberate our people? What do you think Jesus Christ said when he came on the earth concerning liberation of his people? There's a word that you just said, yes, about something about they don't want to tell us the
Truth.
Okay, read this.
The book of John, chapter 8, verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
The truth is what's going to make us free. The Bible, the truth, everything in this is going to make us what?
Free.
Free. So can you remember now, let's go full circle. What caused the children of Israel to go into captivity or bondage or slavery? What was the thing that God said? If you don't what?
Listen.
If you don't listen to the commandments,
That's right.
the enemy is going to come. You have to serve them for everything. He's put yokes of iron on their neck. And he says, until the yoke's going to come off, until you're being destroyed. So when you look at our people, you don't see our people walking around with yokes of iron on their necks now. They've taken them off because Moses prophesied until. Meaning what? As a people, we are... What's the word that the Bible used? Have a look at it. Have a look at it again, verse, that part there. Where you got just 28, 48. Look at the last few words. Read it out.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he hath destroyed thee.
So the yokes of iron have come off because what?
Because
It's right there. Because we are destroyed.
destroyed, yes.
We don't know that we are the children of Israel.
Yeah.
They don't need to have yokes of iron on our necks no more because in Roots, did you say you saw Roots?
Oh no, I haven't seen Roots.
No, that's a good film to see. Basically, they beat our name out of us and gave us their names. Okay, so we go around. Dare I ask you what your surname is?
My surname, Romanika.
Romanika.
Yes.
Okay, now for those of us who were taken in captivity from the west coast of Africa, have a guess what our surnames would have been. Give some typical surnames.
Oh yeah, I have a lot of friends who are like Jamaican and stuff. So it's like stuff like Brown, Smith,
Right.
Johnson, like stereotypically white names. Yeah.
Exactly, because that's the slave master's name that was placed on the slaves.
Across the earth, the prophets move. From city streets to distant lands, the message is the same. Israel must rise. Through every quest, every journey, the truth spreads. No border can contain it. No distance can silence it. Our nation lives in every moment. In joy, we celebrate marriages. In sorrow, we honor our dead. On the Sabbath, we gather as one. Families rejoicing together, bound by the commandments of God. Yet are we tried. From the stones in Kenya to the hatred in Montana, we endure as a soldier of the Lord. And still, the mission expands. On the airwaves, on the screens, in every nation under heaven, Israel's voice is heard. We build our communities. We raise our children in royalty. We restore what was broken. We clean what was defiled. We show the world who we are. This is Israel united in Christ. Nation in motion. Nation endures.